Narayana, Narayana. In the last episode, we talked about the birth of Vishwamitra, Ganga, and Parvati. In this episode, we will talk about the birth of Subramanya, also known as Kumaraswamy, Skanda, Sharavana, Murugan, or Kartikeya. Thank you for bringing us close to 200 subscribers on YouTube and 400 subscribers on Facebook. Please keep liking, sharing, and subscribe if you haven't done for more videos in the future. Before I begin this sarga, I want to share that Balakanda Sargas 36 and 37 deal with the birth of Subramanya, also known as Kartikeya. Together, they have 59 shlokas and are recommended to be read by couples who are trying for kids, pregnant women, or new parents. Our elders say this is one of the very few sargas where Valmiki writes Phalasruti, or the benefit of hearing or reading these sargas. Valmiki says those who read or hear this sarga will be blessed with long and happy life filled with children and grandchildren. Back to our story. Rama and Lakshmana request Vishwamitra to dive deeper into Ganga Mata's story. Rama says, Katham Ganga Tripathaga Vishruta Sariduttama Trishu Lokeshu Dharmagnya Karmabhih Kais Samanvita. How was Ganga able to become Tripathaga, able to flow in three worlds, namely Akasha, Bhutala, and Patala? How did it attain such a glory in all the three worlds? Please tell us, divine sage. Vishwamitra replies, Pura Rama Krutodvaho Neelakantho Mahatapaha Drushtva cha Spruhaya Devim Maithuna Yopachakrame Shitikanthasya Devasya Divyam Varsha Shatam Gatam Nachapi Tanayo Rama Tasyamasit Parantapa. Rama, after their wedding, the blue-throated god Shiva and Parvati spent 100 divine years together. They didn't conceive kids yet. However, the gods were afraid what kind of a powerful baby would be born to them and if they can even withstand the power of such a baby. They reached Shiva, expressed their fear, and requested him not to conceive a child with Parvati and ensure the world is protected. To relieve the fear of gods, Shiva agreed to their request, but asked them where to place his displaced energy as it is destined to become a child. The gods thought for a moment and suggested that Bhoodevi, or Mother Earth, could absorb the power of Shiva. Shiva agreed and transferred his energy to Bhoodevi. Parvati, however, was angry at gods as they prevented her to bear a child with her husband. She cursed the gods to receive the same fate as her and not be able to bear children with their wives. The gods left in shame. Shiva and Parvati started doing tapas in a place to the north of Himalayas. Vishwamitra continues to say, Tapyamane tapodeve devasarshi ganah pura senapatim abhipsantah pitamaham upagaman, which means, while Shiva and Parvati were doing tapas, the gods, along with Indra and Agni, requested Brahma to appoint a commander-in-chief. Shiva used to be their army chief, but is now in tapas. Brahma reminds that the gods cannot have any kids with their wives due to Parvati Shapam. However, he said Ganga could give birth to a child through Agni. This child will grow up to be loved by Parvati and will eventually lead the gods' army. The gods were pleased and returned to their homes. Meanwhile, the energy of Shiva spread like an intense wildfire across mountains, forests, and land. The gods quickly gathered again and requested Agni, saying, Deva karyamidam deva samvidhatsva hutashana Shailaputriam Mahatejo Gangayam Tejavutsuja. O Agni, please carry out the mission of gods. Place the powerful energy of Shiva in the daughter of Himavan, namely river Ganga. Agni agreed and requested Ganga to accept Shiva's energy. Ganga said yes and developed the embryo, which had an intense bout of energy. The power of this embryo was increasing with every second, and Ganga couldn't bear it any longer. Agni suggested her to place it on a white mountain. Valmiki describes what happens next in the shloka. Kanchanam dharanim praptam hiranyamamalam shubham tamram karshnayasam chaiva taikshya devabhyajayata. As soon as the embryo was placed on the mountain, a grass garden sprouted at that place, which quickly turned into gold. The surroundings turned into silver. In that process, copper and iron are also generated from the combustion of fires, and the residue have become tin and lead. The embryo, on reaching the earth, has evolved itself into various other elements. From that day onwards, gold also came to be known as Jata Rupa, as it is similar in brilliance to Agni. The forest, trees, flowers, and everything else in that area turned into gold. The gods assigned 6 Kritikas to nurture the boy. They agreed to raise him as their own child. From his birth, he was radiant and shining bright. As he was raised by Kritikas, he was named as Kartikeya by the gods. Because he was born from Ganga or Ganga's Khalita, he is also referred to as Skanda. The boy had 6 heads and eventually helped gods by defeating Rakshasas. Soon, the gods coronated him as their commander-in-chief. Vishwamitra completes his story by saying, Bhaktascha yah Kartikeye kakustha bhuvimanavaha Ayushman putra pautraischa skandasalokyam vrajet, which means, such is the power of Kumaraswamy. He grants longevity of life to his devotees and blesses them to be with children and grandchildren. Eventually, his devotees reach his loka called Skanda loka. This completes Sargas 36 and 37 of Balakanda in Ramayana. In the next episode, we will talk about the story of Sagara Chakravarti and his yajna. Please press the bell icon to get notified as soon as we post this video. If you are listening to this on Spotify, iTunes or other podcasts, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Until then, Narayana Narayana.